What's up, boutique babies? Welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique and welcome back to another Watch Me Work video. If you're new here, you already know the drill. Just please hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed, I promise. And don't forget to hit that bell as well so you could be reminded every time I upload. Simply put, this is the set that you saw in the picture that I'm doing, and I am removing her previous set by pushing all 10 cuticles back, the eponychiums back, basically, and the cuticle skin, the dead skin that's on the nail plate. So I'm just doing that gently, even though it looks fast. I promise you it's not. It's just sped up so I can fit as much as the footage as I can in here for you guys, because I always like a good long video that has everything basically start to finish. So I've done her nails using my Mia Secret clear acrylic. So I'm just going in and removing the previous art that I did using my Makartt white gel, or my D&D white gel polish, and my neon pigments, my black gel art liners by Beetles. And the pigments, I will leave a link for the, well, actually you could see them in this video that I put up for you guys. I put this one up when I did them. The link for the neon pigments are in that description index, so you could find them there. And when I get better at editing these things, I'll actually be able to leave the links in the videos for you all. I just have to figure out how to do that. So if anyone has any suggestions, pop them below, please. I will forever be in your debt, because yeah, I'm kind of, when it comes to editing, I'm a little illiterate when it comes to that. I'm not too bad, but I'm just not fully where I need to be, and I hope to be there one day. First things first though, getting rid of that Kind Master logo again, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't really like the logos in my video. I just been putting up with it recently because I just didn't feel like renewing my subscription again. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I am being cheated because, like, I don't know, the prices have been going up on everything, and that's for another video. It's neither here nor there, but I'm just removing the art from her nails. Sorry about that rant, y'all. So I'm removing her polish, all this gel polish, the pigments, and all the previous art, and we're going to end up coming back in with a fill. We're gonna make sure that we remove any type of lifting, which she actually didn't have any. All her nails were like so good. I mean, you see a little bit like right there on the side, but that's kind of what you would consider like typical lifting when you have grow out. I'm talking about lifting like in the center, going through the center of the nails and stuff like that. You know how sometimes like the nails are damn near popping off, like you're getting hair stuck in them and everything. So that's not what that's just typical lifting that you have from grow out. But she did not have any major lifting, I should say. There was only a tiny bit on that pinky because before she came back to see me, she was going somewhere else and they weren't taking very good care of her nails. So she started developing like the fungi, the greenies on some of the nail plates. So before I actually went in with a new set on her, I sterilized her nail plates, cleaned them. Obviously it stains the nail, so it's gonna take some time for it to grow out. It's more of an eyesore than anything, but once it hits the air and it's sterilized and cleaned with isopropyl alcohol and all that, it is no longer living. It's no longer a living fungus. It'll no longer grow. So once we took care of that, then we went in with her fresh set, laying acrylic, and now she's good to go. So now when we come in with her fill, she has all of that little bit of lifting, you know, that typical lifting you would see with a grow out. All that is removed using my mandrel bit and the hand file, of course. Now I did go in, actually, I might have removed that footage, but I did go in on this set and remove some of that lifting with my mandrel bit. Now, when it came to etching that little bit of grow out, I just used my hand file here, as you see me doing. I didn't leave the entire part in of me doing it, but a little bit just to demonstrate how I prep the previous nail surface to be filled in, because most of the body is there. All you have to do is come in the back cuticle area with the grow out amount, and that's it. You're good to go. So your set of nails should not take you very long unless you're doing particular nail art at the end. That does take quite a bit of time. It actually can take an hour to 2 hours to do nail art, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing portraits, if you're doing a bunch of different types of art like I'm doing, it could take a little while. So I've basically taken all that footage and condensed it into a 35-minute video. So I really hope that you'll stay for the entire time, y'all, and enjoy this with me. And basically what I'm doing now is going in with my Btartbox electric drill, and I'm using my cuticle round ball drill bit. I love this drill bit. I use it for all my clients. It really works so well. I've had this drill from Btartbox for, I want to say, over 3 years now, and it's still working amazing. And I will leave the link for that as well in the description index below. I'm just going in now and swiping off the nail surface and nail plate with 70% isopropyl alcohol, and you know, just removing any impurities, oils, debris, extra anything from the nail surface before we come in with our OPI Bondaid, as you see me doing here. And then after the 1 coat of this on all 10, I will come in with my No Lift Nails acid-based primer with 2 coats on each nail surface. So 1 coat on each, and then another coat right before acrylic application. But with acid base, you want to wait till it's like a chalky surface before you come in and lay your acrylic. So mostly dry. With an acid-less, you come in while it's still damp and lay your acrylic. So that's how that works. And my combination that I use with the OPI Bondaid and No Lift Nails acid-based primer, like chef's kiss. Honestly, I've been using this since 2015. It's never steered me wrong. My clients' nails last forever, like weeks and weeks and weeks. So I definitely recommend that combination and that pair. I know it's not from the same places. However, I would not steer you in the wrong direction. Like I said, I have been using this combination since I started doing nails. And in my opinion, if something works, you shouldn't change it. I mean, unless you're changing your entire system over to another product, then maybe. But yeah, I have not switched because I really love this combination. And I think even if I bought the Color Blend collection from Glam and Glitz, and I'm not sure if they even make a dehydrator or a primer, but I know they make a liquid, and I did use their liquid at one time, but I still prefer Mia Secret liquid with my products, even with the Glam and Glitz products. It's very similar to Mia Secret, but not quite. I feel like Mia Secret is like the perfect system for beginners or intermediate. Doesn't matter, because it's just such a good setting system. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's just right there in the middle, like a medium setting product. So, and especially once you get the hang of using it and you know how to work with it, sky's the limit from there. So I'm just coming in, as you see me doing. I am perfecting the back cuticle wall area and the side wall areas before getting the bulk of that acrylic to kind of be in that center strength point apex area. Your apex is going to be in the top 1/3 of your nail. So like beginning at like 1/18 of an inch under the eponychium area, cuticle area, you want to lay your bead of acrylic and hold their finger on a downward angle so that gravity is naturally bringing that bead downward. You don't want it to flow into the cuticle. And once you get the hang of your product where you're draining liquid and stuff, you could pretty much place a bead and it'll sit right there until you're ready to start molding and moving it. And that's why I love Mia Secret too, because it's pretty easy to do that. I'm using my number 12 or number 10 Makartt Kolinsky brush. I don't believe it's 100% Kolinsky. It might even be synthetic. I'm not sure. If anybody else knows, can you let me know in the comments below? This is the brush that they sent in one of the subscription boxes one month, and it's the aqua handle brush with the glitters in it. I believe it's a number 10 or 12. But I used it because I was only doing fills with her nails basically. If I had to add a little more anywhere else, I did, but you know, overall mainly I just needed product up in that top cuticle area just to fill in that little bit of space. And yeah, it worked out nicely because the nails, doing the acrylic, laying the acrylic did not take long at all. And filing them was really easy because I've been getting a lot better at laying my acrylic and having it be in the right shape prior to filing, so that literally when I come in to file, all I'm doing is reshaping those back wall, side wall areas just to be a little more flush. That's it. And then smoothing over the surface from any lumps or bumps that I made with the carbide bit when I'm shaping it. So very easy. As I said, I love how these came out. The apex looked great. You know, everything came out good. The fill went well. I took a little bit of that footage out because my head was in the way and my hair was in the way. So I'm like, no, that's tacky. I'm not going to leave that in. So yeah, see my hair. So I left this part in because you could see what I'm doing, but the other part, I was like blocking it completely. So just filling in the back of that thumb and then moving on to the next hand. And I'm just going in with that second coat of my acid-based primer. No lift nails, guys, highly recommend. So draining a little liquid out of the back of my brush so that bulk of my acrylic is going to stay in that apex area, which is, like I said, that top third of the nail, right coming through like the center of the nail, almost where it comes right before the natural free edge of the nail. You want that to come up ever so slightly from the cuticle area and then back down and out. So it just looks like a natural flush growing nail. The key is you don't want your nails to look like they're fake. You want them to look as natural as possible. So you don't want them to be super thick. You don't want them to be super thin either, because you don't want them to snap and break. So yeah, you just want to do all the work, do as much as the work with your brush as you can, so that you don't have to come in and file like crazy, because that's gonna take up so much of your time. And more times than not, people end up filing off some of the work that they did, and then they have to come back in and fix it. So just be mindful of all those things when you're working. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The art that I do, I'm using my SXC glow in the dark liner gels. I will leave the link for those as well in the description index below. I actually did a review video on those as well, so I'll be getting that up soon too. I'm not sure if it's going to be before this or after this. Either way, these liner gels are so amazing. They work great. 5 out of 5 stars. The glow is amazing. They are very pigmented. They're so pretty because they're like pastel glow in the dark gel liners, and I love how this set turned out. I used Makartt jelly gel polish in the dark royal blue color, and then I came in with the glow in the dark swirls. I did some Frenchies. I did the Japanese Murakami sunflowers in the different shades of purples, pinks, and blues. I did use the Frenchies I did with the glow in the dark gel liners, different color on each thumb. I did leave one finger plain with just the jelly color, and I did swirls, the Murakami sunflowers, a couple on one finger, then one on the other, and then on the pinky I did swirls as well. So I'm gonna leave you all here. I'll let you watch the rest of the video in peace because I don't want to talk through the whole thing. And yeah, if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to see, any collab ideas, anything like that, feel free to pop them in the comments below. If you are wondering about the products that I've used in this video, I always leave them in the description index below as well. And if you don't see anything there that I said would be there, just hit me up in the comments and I will get it up there for you. So I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next one, boutique babies. I love y'all. Bye for now.